Yeah, so as Janice said, I'm Paige Allen, Director of IngramSpark. I've been with Ingram now for 4.5 years, all still leading the IngramSpark and independent publishing global business for Ingram. So, yeah, I'm Nashville native, love to read. I don't like long, walks on the beach.
Got you. Well, we're going to talk about reflecting on 2024 and looking ahead in 2025. What do you think, Paige, are some of the most significant accomplishments or milestones that Ingram Spark has made in the past year?
Um, I would definitely say IngramSpark, in regards to our overall mission, it's about empowering independent voices and independent authors and publishers, and creating more equity within the marketplace for those stories and books. So, with that type of advocacy in mind, we often want to bring visibility, and we do that through using the Ingram network in allowing global distribution, not just in major markets, but also doing distribution in what we call global markets, right? So in Mexico, in Spain, in Southeast Asia, and areas just across and around the world. So we definitely do that through utilizing the Ingram network, but oftentimes people ask us what's next. And so this year we focused more on book marketing solutions. So some of our biggest achievements have been around providing direct selling options. So about 83% of people are interested in selling their books, right? Only about 30% of authors and publishers, indie authors and publishers, have their own website and or a way in which to sell their book on their website and fulfill it. So we launched our share and sell program in the U.S., and that's been a great hit, especially for those new independent authors who have just one or two titles, as well as it's been a supplementary and reinforcing those who have tenured independent publishing experience, where we basically allow you to sell your book and we handle the print and fulfillment direct to customer. So that's been really exciting. Other book marketing solutions have been around IngramSpark Reviews, where we have a network of paid influencers, have a reach of over 4 million followers, as well as those who just love to read books and are book enthusiasts, and those don't require any payment as well. But we've launched a lot of IngramSpark Reviews as a free service in which we provide a curated list to these influencers, and then ask them to really push your book out into the market and to their followers, either through purchasing directly through Share and Sell and IngramSpark being the fulfiller, or through like bookshop.org. I could go on and on. I don't know how long you want me to take to answer this question, but there's a handful of marketing solutions. I would say if you haven't looked, go to sign on to your IngramSpark account. In the left-hand navigation, there's a section that says promote my book. And a lot of these marketing services, as well as more, are there.
Yeah, that kind of goes into my question a little bit. Like, how has Ingram Spark directly influenced the lives of authors over the past year?
Yeah, so I was taking a look at as I do on a daily basis, take a look at our overall sort of business health and business performance. We've brought in over 250,000 new accounts, just people signing up to publish their book in the year of 2024. And we've sold over 650,000 unique titles, or EANs, as we like to call them. So we've literally touched the lives of thousands and have and continue to do so. But yeah, it's been an awesome year, and I think definitely taking shifts toward our marketing services, and really helping authors and publishers answer that question of what next has also brought a new influx of authors and publishers that choose IngramSpark.
Yeah, that's great. And I think you kind of talked about this a little bit earlier with Share and Sell and Spark Reviews. What are some of the advancements or platform improvements that enhance the author experience?
Yeah, we of course also always want to do more. I think oftentimes people forget that IngramSpark is a part of Ingram Content Group, which is a massive book distribution and manufacturing machine. So we're only but one small part, but a very important part, as independent titles are the majority of our overall catalog. But that said, we're an organization that shares resources. So sometimes the advancements that we want to make from a technological standpoint take a bit longer in regards to the development timeline. But share and sell is a big one. Of course, we want to continue to open that up to those outside of the US and provide Shopify integration. So those are things that are on our roadmap for 2025. We continue to make some adjustments in regards to our orders portal. So you'll see a lot of those. We've spent a lot of time developing that this year, so that will come out in Q1 of 2025. And we also look to enhance our reporting suite, provide more transparency into where your books are selling, so that you can better target your marketing, and then alongside use those new marketing services that have rolled out throughout Ingram as well as IngramSpark to do more targeted marketing.
Love that. Love that. And how do you think that IngramSpark has adapted to the evolving publishing industry landscape?
I think that IngramSpark has not only adapted but been at the frontier of how independent publishing affects the overall publishing landscape. Spark has been around now for 11 years. Last year we did our 10-year anniversary. But I definitely think that IngramSpark, because of the larger, more ancillary Ingram Content Group organization, is uniquely positioned within the space to be able to create more points of connectivity that are direct to the retailer, but retailers, again, in all global markets, as well as we create more Ingram purchase channels, being able to create and more points of connectivity to the reader as well. So in regards to how we've adapted, I think, from a technology standpoint, there's of course more items that we want to go ahead and roll out, but the things that self-publishing has been able to provide to your average reader or your average writer, outside of the traditional space that requires many agreements or perhaps the loss of intellectual property rights and things like that. I think that it goes beyond IngramSpark. I think IngramSpark has been a key piece in how the publishing industry has evolved. But self-publishing and being able to really remove those barriers of entry have been huge for the entire publishing industry as a whole.
Absolutely. And you talked about some things that we're looking forward to rolling out. What do you kind of see as some vision for IngramSpark, maybe next, say, 5 to 10 years?
Yeah, I think my vision for Spark, and it's not just solely like, let me say it this way, it's not just what Paige wants is where we should go. My vision for Spark has been influenced and collected through many industry influencers. So there's many great experts within, for example, the IBPA, Independent Book Publishers Association, as well as Ally, as well as other associations and writers groups around the world. And then compounded with, of course, the experts here at Ingram. And what we hope to do for indie publishers and indie authors, again, goes beyond just IngramSpark, but allowing Spark to really be your all-in-one sort of resource, right? So when it comes to not just designing a book, but the editing of your catalog, the optimization of your catalog and how it's seen and made more visible within the marketplace to retailers. Also, becoming a complementary tool alongside title management in regards to marketing, right? So having a really all-in-one platform that allows you to design from the ideation of your book to also the overall marketing and publishing, as well as the ongoing global distribution of your book. So I hope that if you think of a wheel, I hope that we have sort of many spokes within that wheel. IngramSpark sort of being in the center, but helping the journey and the lives of all independent authors and publishers go round and round, and ultimately leading to their success within publishing.
Yeah, love that. Love that flywheel analogy. So, what new initiatives or programs are going to be provided or planned to be provided to enhance the support and resources for authors, especially in areas like marketing and distribution?
My do not disturb on my phone does not want to work right now, so I apologize for that.
Sure.
Yeah, family always gets bypassed. So yeah, in regards to your question, there's many things that we want to do in regards to the future. So AI being a big component, utilizing that to become smarter about our catalog and help you create the best metadata and content as you're first releasing your book into the market. So that's a big one. Again, I go back to marketing services. We've released a title discovery program. So creating more packages that are at a low enough price point that provide you with the support to receive curated, to be a part of curated lists or advertisement placings across online and in-store retailers. As well. Again, I talked about the IngramSpark reviews program, so creating a network in regards to that allows you more vetted and centralized access to book influencers. And then again, it all goes back to selling, right? So creating a place in which makes it easier for you to sell your book, but there's much more, again, that I could go on and on about, but I think like what I'm probably most excited about going into next year is really that AI component, how we build tools internally, again, that authors and publishers can utilize, but also they can receive enhancements and optimization for their metadata in real time, again, before it goes out to the market. So that it has that much more of a strong release.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you guys watch the discovery video did with the, I definitely recommend I'll go back into our reel watch that. It's a really great opportunity for authors. Next question, Paige. How does IngramSpark plan to expand its global reach and cater to the authors of other regions? And you kind of hit that earlier, but we can expand on that.
Yeah, we utilize the Ingram Global Connect program, right? But as a part of that Global Connect program, we also have Global Exchange. So Global Connect oftentimes is us partnering with printers within market that meet the Ingram POD print guidelines. And again, we're in so many countries around the world, from Spain to Turkey to Germany to France to Mexico, Sharjah to South Africa. Like we have over 38, I believe, Global Connect partners in locations in which we support outside of the main US, UK, and Australia markets. But our hope is to continue to bring on more partners, again, so we can meet authors as well as readers where they are, without adding that additional cost of shipping, and thinking about sort of sustainability and our overall footprint so that we can get books to readers, again, where they are. The other part, I mentioned Global Exchange. So we partner alongside printers and distributors within those markets, right? So in regards to global expansion, we continue to want to find distributors in those markets that have direct access to the most popular either independent bookstores, libraries, or online retailers in those markets. Again, those, think outside of Amazon, right? So what is the big bookstore outside of like a Barnes and Noble or Books a Million in Mexico, right? So you're thinking more Mercado Libre, Mercado Libre. Um, we want to create, again, just more points of connectivity and diversity amongst channel sales in a way that one benefits the reader at a low price point, but also creates, again, channel distribution that results in the highest amount of royalties to the author as well. Um, some things that we're doing from an account management and sales infrastructure internally is that we have begun to hire representatives within those markets. So within India, within Mexico, looking to hire also within Brazil and within other parts of the EU as well, so that we can have brand representatives on the ground that can better support authors and publishers as they begin to either start the indie publishing journey or want to figure out how to expand and take it to the next level.
That's amazing. So if you're in the rest of the world and you're a book lover and you have some publishing experience, look out for those opportunities. So my last question, Paige, is how is IngramSpark actively seeking and incorporating feedback from authors to improve its services or the overall user experience?
Yeah, so we of course, I would say we start with support, right? So we receive a number of tickets from on a daily basis, but we are doing monthly audits and review of that feedback, and we've installed tools that incorporate either AI or some form of automation that allow us to really group certain tickets, certain issues, and or feedback in which we're receiving from our authors that can better educate us on on what we need to prioritize next, either from a service perspective, from a platform or product launch perspective. So we always start there with support because I know that we've had difficulty in the past, and that's an area in which is important to us, and that we want to make sure that we're addressing that audience that engages on a daily basis with our support first. Other areas in which we receive feedback is, of course, through our social media communities, which I know you, Janice, are very familiar with.
Very much.
Um, and I think you would agree with me in saying that that helps direct our tone or what we choose to incorporate in our newsletters or even today's questions, for example. So social media within our IngramSpark Facebook community, as well as across other platforms, is also a good place to receive feedback. Then I would say, lastly, is author surveys. So we send out author surveys, and we would hope that you all continue to participate in those. We send those out at least twice a year, trying to receive feedback in regards to, again, what issues you might be having, or what would be most helpful to you in your indie publishing journey. We also partner with other organizations like Written Word or the Authors Guild in order to do a more large scale collection of information that comes from authors that may not just be IngramSpark authors, but are using other self-publishing platforms as well.
Gotcha. Perfect. Well, we have about 10 minutes left, so we're going to jump right into the Q&A portion from our audience. So now is your time to shine, audience. If you have any questions for Paige, now is the time. Remember, no customer service related inquiries. If you have any questions about your account or your book, please send that over to our DMs, or if you have any favorable comments you'd like to leave, we would love to see those as well. Anybody? Lady Grace says, I've been an IngramSpark author for 2 years and 2 books. I'm so excited to hear about the new ideas for helping us. Thank you, IngramSpark. Thank you, author Lady Grace. Thank you so much for feedback. Thank you, Patricia Meisler. You said thank you for all your continued help. Absolutely. I think there was one question about is IngramSpark connected with Ingram Content Group? And I think they must have logged on. But yes, Paige did address that. We are under Ingram Content Group umbrella. Yeah, it was Carly McCarter 90210. Yes. I think there was someone who said that they would love to meet us. We actually post our events in our newsletter that if we're going to be in attendance. So make sure that you sign up for our newsletter. It's also in the link in bio. We place events that we're going to be at. We also have a recent blog post of events that we typically attend, and it has a star next to them. And then we also put some other events that we think may be helpful to you as a publisher and author to attend. But we always put that information out if we're going to be at any event. So just make sure that you guys are joining our newsletter.
I to add a little more context there. There are a few events that will be happening at the top of the year. I personally will be attending Pub West alongside IBPA in February. Then London Book Fair, of course, at the beginning of March. And then later on, I believe in March, is the IBPA Publishing University. I'll also be attending that, and some of the Spark team as well. So we look forward to seeing you.
Yeah, in real life, guys, in real life. So I'm going to jump to the giveaway portion, which is also a secret.
One more question, Denise. It was about trade shows, I think. And there, I know that IBPA has a lot of opportunities in which you can publish your book and have it on display at a lot of these big book fairs. That's something that, yes, we are looking into as a part of our title discovery program. And once we can get some more legs around it, that's something in which we'll launch and would be a part of the Promote My Book section in the dashboard.
Awesome. Perfect. All right, we're going to jump into the giveaway portion. I don't think I see any more questions. All right, guys. So Paige mentioned platform improvements or advancements. Can you guys name one of the platform improvements or advancement that Paige listed? The first person with the correct answer comment will win a prize. Just make sure you give me your full contact information, name, address, city, state, and zip code. Not a P.O. box, a full physical address, so that way I can ship your prize. Anybody? Platform improvements or advancements, the marketing tools Paige mentioned.
Oh.
Yes. Tenacious Miranda, wonderful AI improvements, absolutely. Make sure to send me your full name and physical address. Thank you so much. All right, the next question. And this is for all the folks who have watched a previous episode. Can someone name a previous topic or a guest speaker's name from a previous episode? Not today's episode, a previous episode. And they're in our reels. And if you haven't watched them, go back and watch them. Hi, Rainy.
I think we've gotten shy.
I think we are. I'm gonna. Let's see. We may have to skip that one and go to the next one. If you're an author and you have created a share and sell link with us, make sure to put your share and sell link in the comment, and the first person to share their share and sell link with us will win a prize. So share and sell link and a previous topic or a guest speaker's name.
That's a good one. You guys got it.
You got this, guys.
Start giving hints. I mean, share sell is a really big hint.
So if you're just joining us, which we have a few that's just joined, we're in the giveaway portion. I just asked 2 questions. If you're an author that's created a share and sell link, just drop your share and sell link in the comments and you'll win a prize. And then name a previous topic or guest for one of our Ask the Self-Publishing Expert series. So share and sell link and a previous topic or expert. Hello, hello. Hello. Am I cutting out? I'm sorry, I didn't know I was having audio issues. So if you can, so I'll repeat the question. If you have a share and sell link, please share it with us in the comments, and you'll win a prize, the first person. Then the previous question was name a previous topic that we've discussed. Paige has definitely given you all the answer, or the name of the guest or the guest for a previous episode, not today's episode.
Is the sound better? Can you all confirm if the sound is better now?
I'm not getting anything.
Okay. It sounds like the sound is better.
Good.
Great.
Good. So no, I guess we don't have anyone who's created a share and sell link, and if you haven't, you definitely should do it after this live. So I'm gonna go into the next question. What topics would you like to see in 2025 that we haven't covered this year? So if you name a topic you would like to see us discussing for 2025, drop that in the comment, and if we haven't discussed it, I'll send you a prize. So that should be pretty easy. Well, Charm, you definitely have to publish with us next time.
It looks like maybe Patricia would like to see something more about selling through bookstores.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Patricia, definitely send us your information. Book tour tips for indie authors.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I like that, Charm. Make sure to send me your full
information. Link.
That one. Perfect. Author link.
Perfect. Yeah.
Thank you. All right. So I've got Charm, Author Lady Grace, Trisha Meisler, and Tenacious Mira. Send me your full contact information. I'll make sure it goes out in the mail prior to Christmas. I just want to thank Paige Allen for joining me today. I want to give Paige a warm round of applause. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I will see you all in 2025. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Have a nice holiday.
Bye.
Bye.